Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and we're starting a new series of This is the Police. I think this is about where we're a police captain and we're determining where our officers go, but there's a story behind it, I don't know. Let's just get into the story. Day 1, July 15th. City Hall confirms rumours of Jack Boyd's resignation, Mayor Rogers' sex maniac Mark War 2 to be shown in Freeburg the day before the worldwide premiere by the Mayor's personal request. Let's go to work. Oh, not a good car.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away.
It's because you'd be asleep.
Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution.
Very depressing.
To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am.
Okay.
The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
Sounds like we're walking. Where are we walking to? From our old beaten up car.
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell.
Are we losing it?
Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them.
Always the best. Being unpredictable. If you don't know your next move, no one else will.
I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin?
The Dementors?
Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Silly boy. Good morning. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? What's the difference? What does it matter whether it came as a surprise? My business is my own. Yeah, true. Do you already know the name of your successor? No. Of course not. I don't think the mayor's office knows who it is either. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy Francis Kendrick said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? Perhaps. It sounds possible if he thinks the new office would help him serve the city a little longer. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? No comment, because I don't actually know. Usually I prefer to answer all your questions, but in this situation I've got to say, no comment. Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? Possibly. It's often difficult to say what guides policy decisions. Thank you. You're welcome.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
Kendrick Lamar. Ooh, looks like a little bit of pills in the drawer. Taking 3 of them with a glass of water. What a surprise. Smoking a cigar. Dirty boy. Relaxing.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be.
Who?
Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell.
Oh, he sounds
White
lovely.
summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Pretty much cliche.
I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away.
Sounds
so
creepy.
quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
Fair.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a
It's a
hero.
long time to be quiet.
That's
I
the
definitely
only
couldn't be able to do
thing
that.
you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon.
I'm sure corrupt as what it sounds. Hey.
180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me.
Oh, touchy pants.
I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
Oh, I doubt it.
I'll do my best.
And quit
108
smoking
days
up
of
the
quiet.
office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
I couldn't be quiet for 180 days. More than that. Oh, how lovely.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Wow, fair enough. Day 2, July 16th. Civil servants' wages won't be raised this year. Jack Boyd on his resignation after the mayor. Jack Boyd, my retirement is my own business. And that is very true. Third time's a charm time, Naka.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
Damn. That's not very nice. Not unless someone's sitting there.
My deputy, Francis Kendrick, he recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Bless him. Would you like to receive tips for how the game works? Freeburg PD organises upcoming work summons into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift, officer responds to crimes in progress and the detectives continue their investigations. You can freely move employees between shifts. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level of your policeman. figure around 150 is considered average. Any policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable. While those whose professionalism is considerably higher than average are a safe bet, even in a pinch. An individual's level of professionalism may rise and fall over the course of their career. Energy shows how tired the policemen are. The less energy your people have, the less reliable their work, and a policeman who is exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel or make a critical error on the job. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after each working day and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can think of to take the day off, while others like to drink too much. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusions based on the behaviour of your employees. Okay, we've got some decent people here. We've got some people that are under the average of professionalism, but let's start the day. Raise those shutters. Yeah, take that skull away. Blow the ash away. Responding to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scene before the timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call comes from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take your officers to travel back and forth, so the longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work. So I am just going to turn this music off, just in case it is copyrighted. Resume. Right, hit and run. The easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units you are allowed to send on the call. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give you the option of sending squad, but they must be accompanied by at least one officer. Number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information from the location of the crime scene to the presence of weapons and so on. All of this can tell you how seriously each case should be taken. A mission might look simple at first glance until it turns into a brutal meat grinder or a serious call can come through false alarm. So a married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot back over a homeless man who'd been digging through a trash can. The driver jumped out to help, but once he saw that he'd hit a bum, he got back in the van and quickly drove away. So I'm going to send Asano and Parody. We got a bird in the mouth. See how those guys get on. Well, there's a fight at the Last Picture Show Theatre. A theatre manager reports that during a show, a Citizen Kane, a drunk man, attempted to force his way into the theatre, carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the theatre staff security guard. So let's send Yancey and Austin. See how they all get on. Oh, it gives you a little bar of how close they are to the crime scene. They're dealing with that. Oh, we've got thunder and rain. Or hit and run report. When everything goes well, the police capture the criminals and nobody dies, but the truth is sometimes criminals manage to escape. Just try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster and dead citizens, but bother the mayor even more than the living ones. So the offender was caught and officers were unharmed. Oh, and we got some more professionalism. That's good. So now they're on their way back. But Yancey and Austin. Are we going to get a report soon? Yep. Offender caught and officers unharmed. And they both get a boost to their professionalism. That's always good. See, this Price worries me. He's literally only got 5-star professionalism. Armed robbery. 3 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store and made off with their whole collection of adult movies. The criminals fled in the car, but the store manager wrote down the car's license plate. The owner is one Janet Brown who lives in the suburbs. So we'll send Kochi and Tsubaki. I was going to send Kochi with Price, but not for that. A fight. A brother and sister clash with each other over their deceased father's will. According to one of the lawyers, we don't dare separate them, and our security guard is off duty tonight. So let's send Asano and Price. Seems like a pretty low-key affair. They should be able to deal with that one. Right, we've got Yancey and Austin back. And Kochi and Tsubaki is nearly with those teens. We've got an assault in the ghetto. Passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician and run away with his guitar and music. Let's send all of them. We've got 3 slots, and we've got 3 officers, so I might as well use them. But that does kind of stuff us for anything more that comes in. Oh, when your cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask you to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste all your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. So the vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through them. So we turn on the siren, the loudspeaker, and shout that the house is surrendered, knock on the door, open up police, sneak into the house through an open window. Let's... They have firearms, so let's tell them the house is surrounded. Offender caught, and officers unharmed. Look at us, we're doing pretty sick. Report on the fight. Oh, the offender escaped, the officers were unharmed. That hurts Sarno's professionalism, unfortunately, but that is going to happen. We can't have anything else going because I have no officers at the scene, precinct yet. Got a SWAT though. Assault. Offender was caught. Officers unharmed. Lovely. Kochi and Shibaki are back. Sarno and Price are back. Yancey, Purdy, and Austin are on their way back. Just wait for something else. Oh no, we can end the day now. If you think you'll need a couple of extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime, but if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Someone's bound to make a mistake. So this is tomorrow's. Oh, Roy. Oh, they've got some low-rated staff. Let's see how we get on. We're not going to make anyone work overtime.
Used to be when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it.
Counting down the days till he resigns, I don't blame him.
Blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame.
He's ashamed of himself.
Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy.
That sounds pretty
What
crazy.
can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
That's a good point.
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
A little bit more low-key.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Doesn't sound like
Well,
us.
you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list.
What name?
Christopher Sand.
Sand.
Who's that?
Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city.
Damn.
Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies.
Well, is he
Hardly
involved in
needs
it?
to intimidate anyone to get his point across.
Ain't
The
one of them
people who
ones.
work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty.
Smart.
People sometimes mistake his
Oh,
quiet
Jesus.
approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price.
Jesus
In
Christ, on
4
Christmas.
weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sans people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
I thought he was acquitted, but he's guilty. Day 3, July 17th, Wednesday. Construction of Cinema Museum postponed again. Francis Kendrick announces retirement date, and legendary singer Gennaro Crespo comes to Freeburg. With a car that just does not want to start until you turn the key 3 times. Shift A. When a police officer is too tired to be effective, he will ask for a day off. Sometimes officers will request days off, even when they're at full strength. Some of the reasons you'll hear are far-fetched, while some are very serious. Don't overindulge your subordinates, but don't antagonize them either. Remember that everybody's got secrets, and you've got to make sure these guys have your back. I need to take my car to the shop. Can you spare me today? Yes, but come tomorrow. I need to take my car to the shop. Can you spare me today? Yeah, I'll let him off. In addition to their performance ranks, the police rules assess rank. Employees begin at the lowest rank and can be elevated in rank with 1, 2, or 3 stripes. Once a week you can pass out stripes and improve the rank of any employee. If you think that no one is worthy of the honour some week, you can postpone the ceremony until later. Signals won't go out until your people are ready. Employee of rank not only increase in professionalism but also learn to command. Whenever a ranking officer is on the scene, his or her colleagues are more likely to perform better than usual. Sometimes when a cop gets rank, they start thinking more seriously about their service. This means less drinking and more time spent on the job. Some of them might even turn out to be dependable. Let's just start the day. I'm not handing out any stripes yet. Freeburg is one of those cities where you listen to what they say or nothing at all. You can always select any song from your collection. I'm not going to because I'm not sure if that's all copyright or not. I ain't taking a risk. Let's learn how to fire and hire cops. Affairs. Police station. Labour market. You have a certain number of paid job openings for which you can hire any available applicant. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. Okay, shift A. Personnel. Want to free up a slot, time to fire somebody. I'd rather fire Roy. If you have legal grounds for the termination, no one will ask any questions. You might need to fire them anyway. Legality be damned. But that could land you in additional proceedings, and your other staff will become more worried about keeping their jobs than they are about actually doing their jobs. Another way to free up slot is to have a police officer killed, but that's not really a valid option, right? Too old. Fire legally. Cool. Vandalism. When a cathedral received a frightened call from the local cathedral this morning, the abbot discovered that someone entered the old cemetery during the night. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols. Some have even broken into pieces. It seems there are even marks from a shovel, but the abbot would say no more. We can send Stovall and Samadi. Let them deal with that. What's 2? Oh, I can hire 2 cops. That's not the 2 best ones. For shift A, and him for shift B. There we go. Look at us, we're fully staffed. Vandalism, Atticus Tower. Businessman Harley Jones looking out his window saw 2 teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his new car. Vandal and Grant. Them 2 can go, leaving us Robbins and Roy. Jesus, Roy. 5 professionalism. That's it. It's pathetic. Brought from the vandalism. Offender was caught, officers unharmed. That's what we love to see. Suspicious individual. Eddie's Burgers. A waitress named Myla reports that she just served a chicken Eddie and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she'd been seen on television just this morning. The culprit is sitting at the window eating a burger. Well, let's send these 2 because we'll have Stovall and Samadi back. Vandalism. The Harley offender escaped. They was unharmed. Takes a hit to their professionalism, but at least they're unharmed, I guess. Stovall and Samadi are back. Time goes quite quick. Suspicious individual report. The waitress had mistaken retired officer Frank Nero for the fugitive in question. Jesus Christ. False alarm. What's this? Mr. Boyd, my bouncer stuffed himself with Mexican food again, and now he can't get off the can. Meanwhile, the line outside the club is stretching around the block. We need someone outside who can... I'll tell you what. Hopefully Roy will be back in that time, and we can send him to do this nightclub, so we don't have to worry about him. Bye, Roy. Not really going to miss you this shift, I can't lie. Drug sales. Anonymous call just came in. A clown carrying balloons at the skating rink is selling crack to teenagers. Right, Robbins and Samedy can go. Roy can go do his thing in the nightclub, do whatever he wants. Oh, suicide threat. Naked man carrying a canister of gasoline has threatened to set himself on fire unless his favourite chewing gum becomes popular again. Really? Stover and Vandal. Two best officers on this shift. I think Stover was the best cop we've got, like rating wise. Sam Saul can report. Sorry, Chief, but I quit. In one night, I pulled in more cash than I earned in a month working at this dump. Mr. Salky said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess I just wasn't cut out to be a cop. Perfectly agree. Oh, I got $4,500 just for helping out. Nice. Let's get some of these. Oh, as police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals for the kid. Just watch the clown from the stands. Oh, we caught him and he was unharmed. The officers were unharmed, sorry. But as soon as we get the report for this one, he was caught and our officers were unharmed. Lovely, so we can end the day. Lovely. Yeah, he is the, Why is their energy depleted? I'm confused. They've not really done anything. Anyway, end the day. Day 4, July 18th. Right, before we go on to this next day, I am actually going to end this episode here. Obviously, this was just a bit of an introduction to This is the Police series. Once we finish this one, we'll probably play the second one. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Have a wonderful day, and